Alright, here's what I'm dealing with on the frame. Come on, focus. Focus. Huh. Doesn't want to focus. I'll have to change the resolution or something. Bring it in closer, like that. There goes the remote for the stereo. So there's the crack I got in the frame. See if we get underneath it here. You can see it actually turns into like a crow's foot there. It goes three ways. All the way back to that seam where it's been welded. Gonna assume that's a factory weld, but I haven't been to the other side to double check yet. There's a little bit of a divot right here, so I'm wondering if they didn't try jacking this thing up right there or something at one point. Let's see if we can see on this side here. Get all the junk out of the way. So there's the same spot. I don't feel a divot there, so I don't think that frame crack is from an accident. I think they tried to lift the car from that point maybe, and it just popped. Like I said, I can feel a divot there, and you kind of see it's pushed out right along in here. So I think we're going to be okay. I think the frame is still good, if I can weld that up. I can't really get inside right there, so it's going to have to be an external repair, which won't always look pretty, but I've never welded before. But my way of thinking is fill the crack in, grinder flush, and then maybe take a piece of flat and span that gap. Maybe even make something that curves along the bottom here to weld that all together to strengthen it, just to be safe. So I think we're going to be okay on that. Did a little bit of frame grinding just to see what was under there. This is obviously the worst part with all the rot from that battery. So haven't got in there for that starter yet. Where's she at? Up in there somewhere. Right in there. So I'm going to play with that a little bit more. I got some shims for it. Did vacuum out all the debris and everything that was collected up here. So cleaned her a little bit. Here's my shiny black paint. So I think next what we're going to do, just wanted to see what that crack looked like. There we go, she's focusing. That's as close as I can zoom. Anyway, next we're going to pull that fender off over there. And then, probably, where's my new steering wheel? I like that one. Going to yank these seats out and see how bad the floor is. Because hopefully there's no more damage under the floor, but I got the pan to replace that. The other side looks pretty good. Hopefully if there's any major holes I can just patch them. So, alrighty. Well, you probably saw the video. I got so I already have the replacement filler piece that mounts to the bottom edge of the steel hood there. Fills in between the fenders here. And then last night I ordered the emblem that will go right here, the little Oldsmobile rocket. And also ordered the complete front end fastener kit for this thing. So I'll have brand new bolts to put this all back together. Buddy Ken's supposed to be coming over hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow. Give me a hand. May have another buddy Brian swinging by tomorrow. I did find through OPG these grills, so I'm going to go ahead and start saving up to replace them. And I could probably, if I had that missing piece, which somewhere it's supposed to be in the car I was told, but I have not found it yet. I could probably epoxy this one back together and just shoot it with some paint, but I think I'm just going to eventually do a replacement on it. They're not cheap, a couple $100, but I've got the logo there, so I'll just clean that one up. This side's actually not bad. It's actually nothing wrong with it, other than a little ground up down there. This one's kind of the same. So I'll probably just replace them. Now, of course, looking at it, I got this channel here, and it's busted off on this side. So yeah, we'll replace them. She's a little cracked up on this side over here too. So. Of course, my sick, twisted, demented mind is kind of thinking of a way to get the rad support out of this thing, cut it down enough so it'll still support the headlight buckets. I can bolt the grills back onto it, the originals. If you get that factory, I think I still have it, maybe I tossed it. The original piece there. And then, I don't know, maybe hang the bumper, put it up on the wall somewhere. Probably not. That'd be kind of goofy, but I'm sure we'll just pop it all apart and toss it. So I don't want to pull the whole front end off yet, because I'm going to leave the radiator. I want to keep it there, so when I fire it, at least I got water running through it. There's still water in there. It's down a ways, but there's still water in there. Well, this radiator I'm going to replace. It's going to show up here. And let's go to the other side. Now you can see it from here. It is leaking. So, and it's, I don't know if it's the original or not, but we'll do a new rad for it. Probably just do a copper and brass. So I'm going to run this motor for a while. OPG's got a nice set of ceramic coated headers for about 250 bucks, I'm thinking about. Been eyeballing new intake manifolds. They got a really nice set of aluminum, cast aluminum valve covers with the Oldsmobile name, but it's the newer Oldsmobile script, not the nice, you know, like that. It's the block letter, which I don't know if I want that. I may just do a set of finned Edelbrocks or something like that, but that's down the road. I'm sure these will work fine for now. That should be the original Oldsmobile blue, I'm guessing. So I'll pick up a couple cans of that, maybe we'll hit the motor. I think the big blocks were gold. This thing is so rusty. Or not rusted, grimy. So anyway, like I said, we'll pull the fender off, get that taken care of. I'm going to try to get the bumper off this weekend, I think. This one's toast. I'm not going to try to save it. It sits higher on that end. The bottom portion there is tweaked up, and the whole thing's got a little bit of a twist to it. You can see how that side is drooping. This side is cranked up, so hopefully that's not because of the frame. But you can tell if you look along it. Right in through here, it's got a little bit of a twist to it. So, see if we can salvage these corner markers. They look to be in decent shape. But, alrighty. That's where we're at for today right now. There'll be more videos coming. Stay tuned. Alright, we're using the new tripod. Let's go see what kind of damage we can do. Twist the head of that one right off. Another one to pull out. Be about the third one that I've done that to. Sprayed all these down real good last week. Maybe there's the garage. So, those bolts are already out. These have not been removed. Let's do that real quick. Get the right size adapter here. 7/16, that's a 1/2 inch. Cut. See if we can get a wrench back up in there, but it's probably a clip holding it in. Let's see from this angle. Those, I get this one, which is going to be break too. Got a rust on this bracket over here. Got those done. Should be one right inside the door. See what happens. right there, but we need a wrench. Pardon me. And 16ths most likely. Those are here longer. Like that tripod. Spinner, we're getting ready to snap. Already snapped it. Sweet. I think that's number 4. So the top is loose. I got 2 bolts on the bottom. Actually, it looks like I got 1 under here. This bad boy. I don't know if that's good meant to be honest with you. It's got a clip in there. Actually, might just pop off. We'll have to give it a try. And I got 2 down below. I'll be back. But they're not that size. It didn't break and I didn't have to cut it. Let's try the other one. This one we're going to have to cut. Alrighty. The whole inner fender is ready to go. So we're going to do that one. Let's do this. Let's do this. So I think all I've got left for this fender is that bolt, which we're going to have to cut. It's spinning on the inside, the nut plate. That one right there, which is also spinning. I got that one out, which is surprising. I think cutlass badges. I don't know if I have those either. I don't think I've seen them. But I may not put them back on there. I may just fill those holes in and just leave the side fenders blank. So, oh, I've got the supports up front here too. I gotta undo. I didn't have these on the other side because they were all rotted out. So, it's showing. I got this support's got a rubber piece and then 2 bolts right there. So actually, I think they're just nuts. They're just round heads. No, they're screws. Okay, I can see it on the screen. Rock on. Alright, I think we'll shut the camera off and I'll be back in a little bit to show you what I did.